almost every year without fail. This is Diwali week. A big political debate already has broken out in the national capital on account of the ruling Aam Aadmi Party's campaign to celebrate Diwali with diyas and not crackers. Now, the statement of the Delhi Minister Gopal Rai has kicked off this huge row, with critics also pointing out that the very same Aam Aadmi Party, remember, had burst crackers. Why? Because they wanted to celebrate the release of Arvind Kejriwal from jail. But they now are emphasizing that have your celebrations limited to diyas, not crackers.
मैं दिल्ली के सभी लोगों से ये निवेदन करना चाहता हूं कि सभी लोग सतर्क रहें, अपने हिस्से का जो भी पोल्यूशन पैदा कर रहे हैं उसे कम करने की कोशिश करें। अगर आप बाजार में 4 बार गाड़ी लेकर जाते हैं तो अगर जरूरी ना हो तो 2 बार में ही उस काम को पूरा करें। अगर संभव हो तो पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट का उपयोग करें। दिवाली के अवसर पे पिछली बार अगर आपने 100 दिए जलाए थे तो इस बार 200 दिए जलाएं। धूमधाम से दिवाली मनाएं, मिठाइयां खिलाएं, लेकिन इस बात का जरूर ध्यान रखें कि जब आप पटाखे जलाते हैं तो कहीं आपके मोहल्ले में, आपके परिवार में, पड़ोस में बुजुर्गों की सांसों पे तो नहीं दिक्कत आ रही। कई जगह से एक खबर आ रही थी कि बाहर से जो है अवैध तरीके से पटाखे दिल्ली में आ रहे हैं, तो इस पुलिस को निर्देश दें कि इस पर सक्रियता से काम करें। आज 1 बजे दिल्ली सचिवालय में पर्यावरण विभाग, डीपीसीसी और पुलिस के उच्च अधिकारियों के साथ एक महत्वपूर्ण बैठक भी रखी गई है, जिससे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों में अवेयरनेस पैदा की जा सके और जो प्रदूषण में जो पटाखों का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन है उसे कम किया जा सके।
Of the BJP that has taken the Aam Aadmi Party to task over the entire matter. Party's multiple spokespersons have responded, and they say that the Aam Aadmi Party has failed in its task of saving the people of the capital from dangers of poor air and poor water. Now they want to take away their right to celebrate festivals too. Listen in to what they say.
ये पानी नहीं, ये जहर है और हवा भी गैस चेंबर की तरह बन चुकी दिल्ली। AQI लगातार बढ़ रहा है, स्मोक टावर काम नहीं कर रहे, पंजाब की पराली जलती जा रही, उसको कंट्रोल नहीं किया जा रहा। दोष अब उत्तर प्रदेश, हरियाणा को दिया जा रहा है, पर पंजाब की पराली पर चुप है, बायोडिकम्पोजर पर चुप है, दिल्ली के अंदरूनी जो प्रदूषण के कारण है उस पर चुप है, व्हीकल पोल्यूशन पर चुप, डस्ट पर चुप, कंस्ट्रक्शन पर चुप, केवल दिवाली के फटाकों को टारगेट करना है। सवाल ये बनता है कि आज हमारी जिंदगियों के साथ खिलवाड़ हो रहा है, चाहे बुजुर्ग हो चाहे बच्चे हो, जहरीली हवा, जहरीला पानी, और उसके लिए केवल एक ही व्यक्ति जिम्मेदार है, वो है आम आदमी पार्टी की मेहरबानी।
क्या कोई ज्वाइंट मीटिंग आम आदमी पार्टी ने की है? क्या उन्होंने सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को कॉल करके ये कहा है कि हमारी एक मीटिंग कॉल करिए, या खुद कॉल करिए? दिल्ली में टूटे हुए रोडों की वजह से हर चौराहे पर लगता जाम, हर जगह रोड न बनने की वजह से उड़ती हुई धूल और हर जगह पॉल्यूशन, ये दिल्ली की जनता को सौगात दिया है 10 साल में आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार ने दिल्ली में। इन सब के लिए कोई रॉकेट साइंस की जरूरत नहीं थी। जो लोग IIT के खुद को पढ़े हुए बताते हैं, वो दिल्ली की जनता के बीच में बहकाने के लिए फिर से पहुंच गए।
So the BJP says that the Aam Aadmi Party is to be blamed. What about the Congress? Let's listen in to what the Congress party has to say about who is responsible for this perpetual emergency that Delhi goes through every year.
The children of Delhi are suffering from asthma at such a young age. The senior citizens cannot go out for walk. All of us cannot go out to exercise. This has it's an unprecedented situation which Delhi must have seen before 1998, and during the Congress rule, Delhi saw cleaner air, Delhi saw greener Delhi. So I think all that needs to be fixed now.
Let's also track that story with our colleague Akanksha, who's reporting live, and she's with us. Akanksha, every year it's the same problem. Every year we ask the same question. Every year it is the same answer. But the point is, who's responsible? We clearly do not know. You know, there is this Aam Aadmi Party versus the BJP fight that goes on. Delhi is up for a significant big election. What are those who are stakeholders actually saying?
Well, absolutely. You see, every year we hear the same story, but absolutely nothing changes at all. This time also, Aam Aadmi Party has started a campaign, Diye Jalao Patake Nahi, light diyas, not crackers. So this is their campaign to discourage people from bursting cracker this time during Diwali. But this comes at a time when there's a ban on sales and distribution of crackers in the national capital till January 1st, 2025. But now the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying that when Arvind Kejriwal came out of jail, that is on September 13. Remember, this ban was imposed on September 10th. But 3 days later, when Arvind Kejriwal walked out of jail, we saw the visuals from outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters and also from the residence of Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party workers. There bursted firecrackers. So now BJP is saying that when Aam Aadmi Party is not taking these rules seriously, why will people of the national capital take them seriously and follow the rules? Because everywhere in Delhi-NCR region, we are seeing that firecrackers are being sold by the shopkeepers. There are certain markets where these crackers are being sold. So there is not a proper imposition of this ban. And now BJP is also asking tough questions as to who's responsible for not following the norms, because Aam Aadmi Party themselves did not follow the norm on September 13. Now, 1 month later, when Diwali is around the corner, they are expecting people to follow the same rules. So this cannot happen. This is a charge coming from Bharatiya Janata Party, and hence again this year we are seeing a fight between Aam Aadmi Party and Bharatiya Janata Party as far as firecrackers are concerned.
All right, Akanksha, please stay with us. What we'll do is we'll also look at a lot of other reasons that, remember, are responsible for something like the toxic air that all of us breathe. So let's look at what's been happening vis-a-vis Punjab, because all fingers are being pointed to that state. And the charge is that farm fires there have continued unabated. Remember when you had the Aam Aadmi Party not in power in Punjab, they said, "Hum Punjab jeet jayenge, we'll change everything." But have things changed? Let's look at these figures that are up on your screens. There is a dip. There is a dip in the numbers of the farm fires, but still not good enough. And that is why what you see all around in Delhi is still pollution. You step out, you will, smell kerosene, you will smell a lot of pollutants. Now let's begin with the latest tally. 2024, the farm fires that have been recorded so far are still at a staggering 1,995. If you go back to the previous year, 2023, this was 4,059. 2022, it was almost double, 8,147. So there has been a dip, but like I said, not good enough. All this is recorded between the September and the October period, and that's the data that you see on your screens, clearly telling you why this is still a cause of concern. Likewise, on your screens are data that go back to the year 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. If you look at the overall figures, you will see we started from a 50,000, jumped to a 55,000, 76,000, 71 to 49 to 36. And this again is over a gap of a 12-month period where these farm fires have continued unabated. The reason why we all feel something like this in the air. A lot of politics that also continues, and Delhi then is also facing trouble when it comes to not just air, what we see, what we've breathe, but also the water, because this is a site that you cannot miss. Water pollution is a real concern, where again you have the Yamuna froth almost on top of the river there. There is a foul stench in the air the moment you cross the river. And all this tells you that this again is a problem. Is this just because of industrial waste? Not very clear. But what all this is causing is that there has been a jump in pollution clinics that have now been opened at different hospitals. What we'll tell you is a report that has come in from the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in the national capital. And this again is reiterating much the same of how everyone today is facing the brunt of the bad air, the bad water.
Currently, we are present at the Kalindi Kunj area, the Yamuna Ghat, where you can see, or rather you cannot see a lot of things because the entire surrounding is engulfed in this thick haze of smog. On the other hand side, when you look at the water body, the Yamuna, it is also started to get almost engulfed under this thick layer of froth which is flowing currently, thankfully because of the faster rate of wind speed. Now these visuals are coming especially at the time when the stage 2 of the graded response action plan is still in place. Hence, after seeing the ineffectiveness of such plans, the National Green Tribunal on 24th of August pulled up the CAQM, the Commission for Air Quality Management, as well as the police authorities of the national capital, and asked them about what steps have been taken. Talking to the CAQM, the NGT said that there needs to be more transparency when it comes to telling that how and when these response action plans are escalated from one stage to another. Issuing notice to the police and the authorities in the national capital about the vehicular emission, the NGT was very serious when it said that they have failed in maintaining the air quality, because vehicular emissions are one of the major contributors when it comes to the pollution level in Delhi, especially because the peak stubble burning season has not arrived yet. Now, after the NGT order yesterday, the CAQM also went on its toes and held a very important meeting in which they emphasized that the policies and the guidelines put out by them should be implemented more effectively, more efficiently on the field. They also advise their authorities who are on the borders to curb down the paddy burning, the fire burning and the stubble burning that happens.
As we are inching closer towards the month of December, the air quality in the national capital is getting worsened day by day. In fact, in many areas of the national capital, the AQI was also recorded above 350, which falls into poor category. That is why RML Hospital in the national capital has come up with a special clinic, that is pollution-related illness clinic, and this clinic will be opening on every Monday from 2 to 4 p.m. It is at ground floor in the OPD, but the special, in fact, this particular clinic is specially dedicated to all those patients who will be coming over here suffering from suffering particularly from pollution. So as soon as this 3 rooms have been made dedicatedly for all those patients, this particular room will be having all the test reports. Those patients will be coming with the test report. They will be submitting their test report over here. Post that, they will be also checked and monitored by the doctor over here in the second room. So after that, there is a third room where all the patients will be coming, and as of now also you can see that the doctors are sitting and monitoring each and every patient so as to what problem do they have. And what we are being also told is that as we are inching closer towards Diwali also, the number of patients in fact are also increasing day by day. First it was just 2 to 3 patients, but now it has increased up to 8 to 10 patients, and the patients are coming with problems like heaviness and they are having breathlessness, or in fact itching in eyes, and all these problems are caused due to pollution itself. And in fact, I am being joined by the in charge of this particular department, who is Dr. Suri. Doctor, please first of all tell us that this particular dedicated clinic that has been made for the patients, what kind of complaints patients are coming with?
Mostly the patients are coming with respiratory complaints like shortness of breath, dry cough, itching in throat, watering. Some patients are also experiencing watering of eyes and allergic rashes. Mostly they are complaining of respiratory symptoms.
Okay. So has the number increased since the time this particular clinic was open?
Yeah, we see a surge in this point of time. Normally post Diwali there is a 20 to 25% surge in number of patients attending the respiratory clinic.
And from that big story to the other